Alright, so in today's video, it's kind of a touchy topic that I've kind of wanted to talk about actually for a really long time now. Like, ever since I started doing this, but just never really found the words to say this. And I guess I'm just gonna go off the dome with this conversation today. But as you can read by the title, today I want to talk about my natural hair and I guess like my femininity. If that interests you, just keep watching this video. So I've kind of always had this problem with, especially when it comes to my natural hair, I'm more so referring to my mini twist. As we know, historically, the natural hair has been looked down upon, especially upon black women, and having natural hair can be seen more as masculine than feminine, but it's hair that God gave me, so why are we putting labels when all black people, no matter who you are, can have a hair type like mine? So why is it proposed as masculine and is not feminine enough? But I mainly want to talk about as well, like I said, even though natural hair and that thing and texturism, that's a whole nother video. I actually do have a video talking about my own personal experience with texturism. I'll leave that video linked down below so you guys can actually go watch that one if you want. But I want to mainly refer to my mini twist in this video. I've been doing mini twists since 2019, and I have another video explaining like my natural hair journey in that. So I'll leave that link down below as well. But I mainly want to talk about 2020 when things started happening. So in 2020, I think after like I started transitioning my hair and everything like that, and my hair was finally full blown natural. I had no more straight ends at the end of my hair and everything like that. My mini twists were full and everything like that. And I feel like me personally, mind you, during this time in 2020, I was 15, 16 years old, and I had immediately felt that my twist didn't look feminine, anything like that, because I feel like of already what society had put out, toward my hair type, that type 4 hair, it's not feminine, you can't do nothing with it. And I've always battled with it. And I feel like I can tell you guys an experience and attest to literally that, sometimes in my biggest fears actually coming to life. And it's still something that I'm still working within myself to this day. But I remember one time I was at work. I think I was 16 years old. No. I was 17. I was 17. What am I talking about? I'm 19. But just for references, I was 17 years old, and this was like during the pandemic when everybody was wearing masks and everything. And I was at work, and I worked at this. Worked at this place, and it has a drive-through. But this particular place doesn't usually have drive-throughs at it. So just letting you guys know for context. So I was at the window. I was ringing up some guy. I was like, "Oh yeah, your total's blah blah blah." I can't even remember. And I took his card. "All right, here you go, sir." Blah blah blah. And I gave him his food, and he literally said, "All right, thank you, sir. You have a good day," to me. So, but like I said, this was back when we had masks, so everything was covered. I wasn't wearing any earrings. It was just my bare mini twist, and it kind of got me to think, like, do I not look like a girl? Like, it made me start to think, like, look? I don't look like a girl. Like, do I really look like a boy? Like, and it really like kind of, I guess in a sense, depleted my confidence, especially since my jeans as well. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have naturally bushy eyebrows as well. And yes, I do have upper lip hair. So as well, plus with the fact that I have these two things, and when I wear my mini twist, sometimes even now, I have to be completely honest, I don't feel feminine, or sometimes I feel like I don't feel pretty enough or anything like that. And sometimes I just feel like, and not, I love my type for hair. I love my versatility. And out of every single hairstyle that I do, mini twist is my favorite one. It's low maintenance. I can leave it in my hair for 2 weeks, because if I leave it in for longer, my hair will start locking up, and I don't want locks right now. So, you know what I'm trying to say. And it's my favorite hairstyle, but why does the hairstyle that I like the most make me feel like I don't feel like, I guess, quote unquote, worthy or beautiful, I guess you can say, or I feel at least in the slightest feel like a girl. And, I don't understand why that is. And I feel like, I don't know, like I said, this video isn't really formatted. It's just mainly, like I said, I'm just coming up with stuff at the top of my head. Kind of stuff that I just been wanting to talk about for a while now. And it's made me think as well, because I also notice as well when I go out sometimes and I do like have my mini twists, like let's say I go to the grocery store or a clothing store or something, 9 times out of 10, no one ever, but people don't bother me. Sometimes I will say it's like a perk, and when I mean people, I'm talking about men. Like, that's who I'm talking about. They leave me alone. They don't ever want to talk to me. They don't ever look my way. Like, if I have like my box braids in, or I got on a wig, like wear my headband wig or anything like that, even like if I do like a high puff with my natural hair, anything that's not mini twist, I get a little bit more attention. But whenever I just wear my plain old mini twist, I'm wearing like my regular clothes, or even as a matter of fact, like just very like, I guess, very neutral clothing, no guy is ever coming up to me or whatever. And I mean, I don't mind that because I'm in the middle of shopping and I don't want to talk to you anyway. But in like a social setting, of course, not like, because that's not me. Whenever I'm in a social setting, I just want to meet people, not necessarily do all that other stuff. Like, I've never been that type of girl anyway. I just like meeting people, not that extra stuff that happens. So, but even in a social setting like that, it just never happens. Like, I'm just with my friends that I go with, and that's it. Or I'm just with me and my friends, and that's it. It's final, like, or whatever the case may be. And it just, it feels weird. In this video, I guess it's all over the place, but kind of going back down to point one, that sometimes my natural hair, like I said, mainly more so poking at my mini twist, sometimes I just don't feel feminine in it. And I mean, sometimes, like I said, and it's still something that I'm working towards, that in all hairstyles, in all like walks of life, no matter how I look, God created me beautifully and wonderfully. I just shouldn't change anything about myself. But it just gets me to thinking, especially when, of course, when I haven't got my eyebrows waxed and my upper lip hair has not been waxed, because I just have to put my money toward other stuff. It just gets me questioning, like, who am I? Like, sometimes I feel like I don't even know. But as well, it's very contradictory to what I'm talking about, because sometimes, no, most of the time when I'm in my mini twist, I feel like I'm in my most words. I'm in my most natural self. I feel like myself. Like, this is me. Like the mini twist, my bushy eyebrows, shoot, even the upper lip hair. I feel like myself. I feel like me. Like, this is who I am. Very natural, very laid back, whatever. Just just having my life be at ease. I feel like so at ease whenever I do have this hair. But yeah, I still have a little bit of insecurities when it comes to it, because I just don't feel feminine in it. But then I have to remember that this hair, this style, is what helped my hair grow out of heat damage. This style helps me figure out who I am sometimes, and lets me know that no matter what, that I am beautiful in the eyes of the Lord. So it doesn't matter what other people think or about my femininity or whatever, because this is the hairstyle that makes me feel the most natural. It makes me feel like myself. And I feel like sometimes it's always a battle between like my femininity and my natural self, which is me right now. Right now, the reason, and I think this is also the reason why I tend to wear earrings now, is because I want everybody to know that I'm not a dude. Like, I think that's why that is, because I feel like when I take them off, it just, I don't know, I don't even know. And it just, y'all, I literally lost my train of thought. But all in all, I battle every single day about do I look pretty enough or whatever when it comes to my mini twist. And you know what? I think I make this video that, battling with it is kind of made me realize that as now thinking about it and having this conversation, I could care less about what other people say now about my hair. I don't care what other people say about my hair. I like my natural hair. It took me a long way to even like my type 4 hair. And I like my mini twist. Like I said, I think my mini twist brings out so much in my character and who I am. I think this is like my mini twist is always like the true representation of like who I am. Sometimes, especially back in like 2020, my mini twist used to be everywhere. Like one used to stick out over there, and I just thought it's full blown representation of who I am as a person. So why do I dislike the thing that makes me feel the most natural in myself? Thank you guys for listening to my TED Talk. But thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye now.